The officer gave me 5 bullets and then sent me to the battlefield. In order to stay alive, I needed to pick up the guns left behind by fallen comrades, and those without guns would hide in corners and then wait for the officer's orders. We charged toward the German forces with a resolve to die, but their weapons were too advanced and they even had tanks. With no other option, I could only hide behind a comrade who had a gun. What I did not expect was that he was killed before he could fire a shot. So I immediately went to pick up his gun, but clearly someone else was faster. Without the protection of a gun, I could only run around on the battlefield, but some new soldiers were foolish, and they actually ran backward because they did not get a gun. So the officer treated this behavior as desertion.
Not a step back! No mercy! The Zartos will be shot! Fire!
After some time, the battlefield turned into a vision of hell. One officer thought he was going to die, so he used a corpse to cover himself. The German tanks began to crush the corpses, and at the same time, they also shot at the bodies. Very luckily, this officer survived, and then he got a rifle from among the corpses. Then he aimed at the enemies who were cooking.
Okay, it's gut. Kommissar.
The officer did not pay attention to him, but when he fired, he discovered the gun had no bullets. At this moment, I appeared with 5 bullets in my hand, and luckily the officer chose to trust my marksmanship. Then I loaded all 5 bullets into the gun. At the same time, I knew clearly that the timing of the shot was very important. With the cover of the explosion sounds, the enemy did not hear my shots. At this moment, the enemy deputy seemed to notice something, but he was about to die very soon. Every shot of mine was covered by the sound of artillery, and this kept me from being discovered. The last enemy wanted to run away out of fear, but my 5th bullet did not give him the chance. In this way, I killed all the enemies. Because of this, I became a legend in the army. In the days that followed, I continuously killed 23 enemy officers. Obviously, the enemy learned of my existence, so they found their own ace, but the opponent underestimated me because of arrogance. And what he did not know was that he would become the most ordinary one in my legendary story.